here at the Rocky Gorge trailhead, and just something I wanted to show before we actually start doing the trail was there's bears in this area. So it says to keep all your food stored properly because there is a bear notice that's freshly put up. No fireworks, no damaging trees, no marijuana. Keep your dogs on a leash, no camping in parking lots, and no fires. Clearly there's bear issues though, because that bear alert that's there is not at any of the other locations here. So there must be active bears in this area. So if you're traveling through this area, anytime you're traveling through woodsy areas where bears are known to be, never keep food out. Always keep food put away in your car or stored properly.
Special shout out to our channel members. Thank you so much for all your support. If you would like to become a channel member, hit that join button down below. There are some really fun benefits. Come have a look. Thanks for watching.
So we're just walking along the path here and came across a couple of pretty views. Beautiful. This is the Rocky Gorge area. Alright, so this is talking about Rocky Gorge, a favorite stop since the Civil War. Look at that old bridge there. It says in 1864, the White Mountains became more accessible to tourists when the Boston and Maine railroads brought its lines into Conway. Hey, that's where we're going to be staying tonight. The grueling 3-day stagecoach journey from Boston became an easy 4-hour train trip, with summer visitors flocking to the area. Obviously, 4 hours by train sounds amazing. Many local farmers earn extra income by welcoming their visitors into their homes, which served as the first hotels in the region. It says guests traveled by train, then stagecoach to the Kerrigan House, which was nearby, which was the most elegant tourist stop in the valley. Day trips to the gorge were then became a favorite pastime. I think I saw this lady in the parking lot earlier. I don't know. Oh my gosh, the little one is way out in the middle of the river. I can see why all the people used to come from Boston. A 3-day stagecoach ride to get here, yeah, that'd be rough. But you tell me I could hop on a train and be here in just a couple hours? I can see why people would flock from Boston here. Boston's a beautiful city. It's one of our favorite spots we've ever been. It's definitely in our top 3, Tori and I both, for favorite spots to be. Favorite cities, I mean. But to be able to hop up and see this just by a couple hours by train, shoot, I would do that today. I'm gonna go stand on the cliff. I'm going to give you a 360 view of me standing here. At one point where I'm standing here, this was all underwater obviously, but the river's not running as deep as it normally would, but I'm sure if they get a ton of snow and maybe heavy rains, it gets higher. But I'm going to give you a 360 basically from standing in the middle of the river. This way. I like how the river splits here. Some of it, most of the water goes that way, but a little bit even trickles this way and comes around. I love that. And there's even pools of water here. Why are there pools of water here, I wonder? A lot of them all over. Is it maybe from the rain we got last night, or was the river running heavy at one point and this is just what's left? I don't know. I'm sure when they get a lot of snowfall, this really gets filled up, the water in here. We're hitting it at a good time here in the summer. Cold mountain water. Dipping their toes into the river here in the Rocky Gorge. This is crazy to me that I'm sitting in the middle of the river. just absolutely beautiful. They say there's certain stops that are must stops. Sabate Falls, 100%. Hancock Overlook, 100%. Rocky Gorge, 100%. If you're passing through and that's the only tree you stop at, stop. Like we walked here and it took us 2 or 3 minutes from the car to get to this. And we didn't even make it to the end where the bridge is behind me. Sabate Falls was a little bit more of a hike, but still worth it, as you saw. And the Hancock Overlook you can literally see from your car. You don't even have to get out. It's good to get out and take a picture, but you don't have to. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We appreciate you. Alright, so Rocky Gorge, I made it up on top of the bridge, as you can see here. There's a couple gentlemen that are leaving. A couple familiar faces down that way. So this is downstream. You see more views. Obviously the gorge part kind of disappears at this point. It's just a rocky river, basically. It's not good for anything. I guess the only thing this might be good for would be inner tubing. You're not allowed to go in the water at all, but this might be good for inner tubing. Even though the water's shallow, you just lift your butt up. And here's our view back this way. The little one said this would be cool if this was filled with water. You'd be your own little water slide down there. Tori had said, yeah, it's like a good place to walk into the water. You're not allowed to swim though, but I see what she's saying. Crazy thing is I could stand here and film this all day. I could literally just set up the camera and let it film for like hours. Alright guys, on to our next stop.